was wondering where the draft was coming from.
It's nice out here. That's what we're gonna get. That's where we're gonna go tonight, baby. Well, I'm gonna get the door front of y'all, man. We're bringing the high horse night. Heck yeah. We got Hollywood in the house and the fam, you know what I'm saying? Even got a special guest in the house tonight. I won't say no names. This is some good stuff here, ain't it, Cal? This is Zach Della Rocco, but he played like, what the hell is this? I guarantee it. Okay. 45. Look at that. We got a hell of a crowd in the house tonight. You haven't heard. You know what I mean? It's on. It's on tonight. Right? This is Anatomy of a Dirt Race Team. This is an additional bonus, right? We ain't like flow racing. We ain't got to charge you extra for that. You know what I mean? But this is an additional bonus number 5 episode. Right? Number 5. Right? Okay, so we'll count through these. We had the bone breaks, right? Okay. We had the leaders, right? The Dream Team Racing. We had the Warren Feltzes, right? Okay. Ponchos. Poncho in there, right? We finally know why Poncho's called Poncho, right? Yeah. Okay, we got that straight. I took like a whole episode. And now we got this group here. I'm not gonna say their name, even though everybody knows what they're gonna be on. I want to say it first in a loud way. You know what I mean? That's the way we roll. So welcome. Super stoked. We were going to do 4 of these. We're on 5. We're in the big garage. Race Carlos. It's in the, where is it? In the trailer. I keep forgetting where the damn thing is. That's how much I'm paying attention. I'm having fun. That's what people need to do, you know, in life, in dirt track. You need to have fun. Have fun. Ain't nobody making a goddamn living off this. You know what I'm saying? You have fun. That's a whole other range. But no, we're going to be moving back over to the studio on that side, right? And that's under renovation in the Kale. Yeah. I guarantee you, we're painting. We got a bunch of stuff we're doing. Just spizen it up a little bit. You know what I mean? We're going to have ourselves a soundboard in there so Kale can get busy with it like they did in the 80s. You know what I mean? And Kale will die. I'm sorry. It's Kale will die. I'm sorry. We got Fast Freddy over here. He's on the computer, aren't you, Fred? Mm-hmm. If I tell you what, Fred's cutting a rug, man. Last night we tested it out. I got to tell you this. So you know this chicken thing, it's out of control, okay? The man played chicken, bought the costume, you know what I mean? Remember that day we bought that? I was sicker than hell that day. I was like, take the chicken, you know? And then we just shot a commercial. First of all, let me back up. The guy went up to Pat Valley and handed out candy. You ought to have seen all the pictures people took with him. These little old women with beehive hairdos. Isn't that something, Kale? Isn't that? They all stood there like this, like that beside him. Oh, he was a celebrity, man. And then I said, we got to film this commercial. You know, people want us to do a Halloween commercial. So we went out here. The guy has chickens next door. It all worked out well, you know. And Kale died, sorry. It's masterful skills on the audio-visual stuff, right? We pulled it off. It has great views. People's loved it. But last night was a true test of everything. I wanted to see just how popular this chicken has gotten, you know? And if you can remember, Fred cooked for Big Willie's Cookhouse, okay? And he was a fried chickener. And I said last night, let's stop by. We got to get some dinner. We were in Hagerstown. I said, I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a while, right? And I purposely was buying my food up there, and I'm thinking, I think that lady's making contact with Fred, because I think she knows Fred is the great chicken. But, I mean, think about that, Fred. You're fielding calls constantly now for this damn chicken. You know what I mean? Pretty soon he's going to leave us. You know he is. I'm going to be like, that's one cock out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just teasing Fred. We buy him out, Fred. Okay, let me sit down here in the Roller Master 200. This is Fred's new chair. I like it, man. It's good on the back. Now, big episode tonight. After this, the renovation over there. We'll be going back on that side, single guest call-ins, all that good stuff. And, I don't know, probably like 2 weeks, I'd say. What do you think, Hill? Yeah, we've been going strong here for about 6-7 weeks straight. Plus, we're screaming and yelling up in the valley. Can you believe that? They're hearing that shit down at the Path Valley Restaurant. Huh? The air was right the other night. You hear the turnpike. And they heard us. Oh yeah, that's great. That's what you want, buddy. I'm telling you right there. That's what you want. Bigger than the damn circus. You know what I'm saying? So, now, let me think here. Oh, did you see Steve Yeager? Poor Steve Yeager. His dog just died. That broke his heart. Yeah. I tell you, best of wishes to him. Birthdays. I never forget this stuff. Steve Murphy, he's the chief flagman up at Path Valley on the stand there, like that. He's not Alan. Alan wears the helmet. Steve, he'll wear the helmet. You know what I'm saying? He's going to take one to the head. What the hell? But now, he's been up there forever. He lives up there, and he works a lot. He's retired. He works a lot the tractor today. So I venture to say, all that 35 loads of clay that's going on Path Valley today, because they ain't nobody sweating anything or writing a check out for that, are they, Cal? Huh? They're making it happen. They are. They're making it happen up there.
Yeah, they put a lot back into it.
You're damn right they do. But it's Steve Murphy's birthday the other day, but we're serious. Oh, Burst. We can't forget about our young little Kylie. Our little Kylie baby, right? You know what I'm saying? I heard that Doug, this is no shit. I heard that Dougie got a pacifier out of platinum gold. Silver. Like that. Yes, it's immaculate. The kid don't even want to bite on it. You know what I'm saying? But now, they're a good family. They're good people. Kyle's been on the show 2 times, obviously. And I tried to convince him really hard to name that child Bruce. And they wouldn't budge. Because I'm a big Bruce Lee fan. Enter the Dragon. That's good stuff. The Big Boss. Not Ross the Boss, but the Big Boss, But he wouldn't do it. And I got to be honest, I think the child's name's Hudson. I'm not sure. I'm bad with that stuff.
Yeah.
Fred's good with that stuff. So, anyways, wow. Sponsors. T.A. Ward Construction. We all know who that guy is, don't we? T.A. Ward's always putting the coin up there at Path Valley. He joins in on the coins, and he's driving nails and doing things, and he's into it. We got Alan Grace, Hot Shoe Racewear. Alan has a lot of suits out there, and I'm going to tell you something. I didn't know who the hell Alan was from Timbuktu. I just never met him, right? But I've heard of this Hot Shoe Racewear, and they have quite a many suits out. And he's selling suits. I'm telling you, you're not going to beat. I ain't busting K1 or anything. That's not what I'm going to do. But they're a fraction of that. It's the same shit. And his work is like really custom. It really is. But Alan is Hot Shoe Racewear. Wouldn't you know? And then we have Hammer Down. Huh? What do you think of that? Right here. Customs. Hammer Down. Right? Tags, titles. Hammer Down. Dustin. They just moved to the old auto parts building out here in 16. Total renovation. You know what I mean? It was just total. Them guys busted the tail on that. So they're doing inspections. The tags and titles notary services is big. And he's selling trailers, obviously. And he's outfitting Jeeps. Okay? So, putting the big tires on them and all that stuff. He's doing all that stuff. I heard, I tell you what, a little birdie told me he used to do that on the side of his driveway. And he got pretty darn good at it. You know what I'm saying? Little birdies. They're everywhere.
Yeah, he's got that building looking the best it's ever looked since
Oh, hell yeah. No, it's great. So, yeah. So, they're a proud sponsor of our race car. And they're also here on the show now as a sponsor with us. So, we want to recognize Summit Signs doing the beautiful sign work and logo work, right? Yeah. I say it every time. He knocked us out of the park. He did. He did a really good job of it. But anyways, merchandise. I cast her, didn't I, Caleb? We're in weeks. She's coming back. Okay. Now I'm going to put a thing out next week for about the pre-orders for the t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies. There's decals. We got decals, but I did order a bunch more. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be done to everybody in Franklin County has a decal on their back of their car that says elbows up. And I know that these people, they're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I know one person in particular, right? He's going to stick the old decal on there. Now, we're into it. We love doing this. It's, you guys like to laugh and have a good time. That's what it's about, That needs to happen more. We've done it, Fred.
Oh, all right.
Fred, who the hell's on the
Well, our very first one to tune in tonight is Zach Krause.
Dr. Zachary Krause. Mm-hmm. He's took a night off from neutering, right? And he decided to tune in.
We have Josh Mullen.
Josh Mon.
And Buck says hi.
Good old Buck. Buck's a good kid. He's a good little boy. I like Buck.
He's a character.
I like Buck more than I like Josh. Definitely.
Buck's a character.
How the hell does that work, you know?
And we have Robert McQuaid. He said Fast Freddy's going to do the costume race on the front stretch next year.
Oh, we could do that. Fred, I don't know. You're going to probably need some CRP.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I couldn't run 45 years ago.
You thought CRP was a new fandangle way, didn't you? You did. Yeah,
And
custom
we have,
Respironics.
Brandon Smith.
Brandon Smith, Hunter Smith.
Jones.
Brian Jones, track
Dave
prep.
Socks just tuned in.
Dave Sauce. Okay, buddy. Good old Rouserville. We're here in the east side of Rouserville. East side, Kale. Adaya. Yeah. So anyways, okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. We've got plenty of people signing in. That's great. Race results. We'll run the results here. Then we're going to get down to the business. You know what I mean? In the meanwhile, the Carlisle Race Flea Market's Saturday this week. That's a good one to go to. They take them early Friday night. We go Friday night. We go from like living over there at 9 and out of midnight because that's when all that happens. You know, flashlight by. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're loaded up to go out here and sell some parts and probably spend every damn bit of it buying somebody else's shit. You know what I mean? Before we leave. So we're never really going to unload less than what we left with. Now, let's go to Path Valley, Bull Ring Nationals. I like that. We've been all anticipating that, right? Points are over. We're down to the Bull Ring Nationals. Path Valley, Spike Moore. Limited late model, Spike takes them. He does. The man from Defiance, PA, Greg Spike Moore. Okay? He is your winner. 600, Moore won 600 micros. You get this. They're buzzing 11.7 seconds. You know, I mean, they're right there with the late models. In fact, they're faster last weekend. Seriously. I mean, them things move, man. You know? Then Deweese, how about the Fayetteville Flyer? You can't forget the old Fayetteville Flyer, right? Cole he was back mid-pack. He ripped the lip, didn't he, Kale? He was ripping it, wasn't he, Fred? I was screaming like hell. People were giving us, yeah. He was. He finished second. He's come up a little short. Winglet Super Sportsman's Parago, 270s. Craig Myers, a T.A. Ward threw $1,000 to win at that race. And did you see T.A. Ward's fireworks? It looked like you were in, like, Cambodia back in the 80s, 70s. Like,
it was better than 4th of July.
Oh, it was. It was just, wow, I mean, that guy was cracking them all.
Oh, you can't forget that other fellow throwing in an extra $50. I can't remember.
Friendlenberg. Yeah. Alan Friendlenberg. $50, right? T.A. Ward, baby. Fireworks, putting the extra purse, 270s. He's doing it. You know what I mean? Now, we have Thunder Cars, Jeremy Ott, Tara Curlin. That was good. Old Tara Curlin. Harley Quinn. Buddy, she was rolling, wasn't she? She hung in there. She fought like a girl. You know what I mean? She had girl power. Girl power is not to be messed with in the race car. I can assure you that. Don't ever underestimate. You underestimate like with Cheyenne Smith, and she's going to walk you. You know what I mean? She around you. She owns the joint when she wants to. Jenny Warrior in the strictly stock. That was like a crazy amount of cautions in that race. Oh my Lord. Georgetown. You know it. He carries the elbows up sticker on his race car. That's scrub. Rick Eckert pounds him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm done with you bitches. But no, I mean, he literally put a hurting on him. Ross was second, okay? And Amanda and Ross got into it, you know, his wife. I mean, they were busting quarters, trading up and everything and all that stuff, you know, it was good. But third, lo and behold, third was Sean Jones, okay? Shawnee Jones, okay? And he's up in Shermansdale, okay? He's been struggling there a little bit, but Sean, we just talked on the phone Friday night qualified. He called here, and we were talking. He was up at Georgetown, and man, I was like, Sean, you're getting really fast, man. You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, we're working on it. But he busted out a third, you know? And he was up. He ran second for the longest time to scrub. But in the end, nobody was going to beat scrub. That's the way it is. Scrub, he just boom, done. Now, Charlotte's going on right now. Okay, it's colder than hell down there. Anyway, you know what's new, right? Charlotte.
It's colder down there than it is here.
Oh, it is. It's just crazy like that. I'm getting new website comes out for Elbows Up too. So once that's launched, we'll let you know because then you'll be able to go on there and boop, 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 buy your stuff. You know what I mean? And then we'll have one of the neighbor kids or something box it up. You know what I mean? Give them a quarter a box. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I think they got rules against that, don't they? That's modern day sweatshops. You know, we'd set it up in here, they'd be selling hats and stuff. I'd be like, wow, that's awful. We're teasing people, don't take that serious. Okay, now, Path Valley, let's get back to that. Great crowd. The pre-race zone was in full effect, right? We love the pre-race zone. The views, people, we love you. They keep cranking the thing out, dude. Many of you know, some of you may not know, that the man they called the body snatcher, let me say that again, Fred, the body snatcher, he races there in the micros, 600s, okay? Yeah. What's his number, Fred? Say it.
6'6".
He won't say it either. I won't say it. I like it. I'm weird like that.
When I'm in, if I even come up with that at the register, I'll reach over and grab something. I don't even need it.
Exactly. I mean, one time, Fred, you bought a whole box of rubbers. I was like, Fred, what the heck do you need them for? You know what I'm saying? But now, Bob, we're okay. Bob, don't think we're terrible here. We're bringing it, buddy. We're bringing it. Bob likes it. I think Bob likes it, don't he? Bob likes it. You're goddamn right Bob likes it. I knew Bob would like it. Now, yes, the 6'6" car he runs. He has a hearse, okay? A hearse, sorry. A hearse. I think a hearse is a hearse, right? He owns a hearse. He's into going to all that kind of stuff. It's an old one, too. But it's macked out, dude. I'm serious. It's like lit up on the side. But oh yeah, he has like big subwoofers in it. He's nuts, and he shows up with a smoking hot woman, and I'm like, what the hell? You know, like, is this what it takes? Because I'm gonna buy one. You know what I mean? It'd be the elbows up hearse, or it could be 6 feet down, right? That'd be good. So he paced all the features. He was the pace car in the hearse. You have to go on Path Valley. It's all on there. It's on my thing too. You have to check it out. Then you have to watch. He brought me into the pre-race zone in the hearse, okay, to start the show, didn't he? But guess where I was in a coffin. It was a real coffin. I was in it. Yeah, I was in the coffin. I got to be honest, it was a little daunting going up the hill. I was thinking a lot of stuff going through your head, you know what I mean? Like really makes you get a whole reality, you know? And they said the door, it's a real coffin, it seals, you know? And they said, man, was that sucker heavy? Because I wouldn't shut it the whole way. I did, though, when he backed up. But here I was thinking, what if this is a joke on me? Like, he could have drove away. And I'd have been like, I think we ought to be doing the stunt now. And like, we're like up in like Mercersburg going, and he's just like, just stay right there. I mean, that's crazy. But no, he was really cool. We really thank him for doing that. John, actually, they unloaded me. They had pallbearers. They unloaded me in the stones right at my show. And John opened the door, didn't he? And John brought me to life. You know what I'm saying? And it was a picture perfect moment per se. Okay, two united forces. Okay, I'm on John's team. We're batting for Johnny. You know what I mean? And we're into it. We'll be back in 2024, people. I'm not a free agent. They bought me out. I'm not a free agent. They bought me out, baby. You know what I mean? Now I'm just teasing. I was more than glad to. I like it. They wouldn't even have to pay me a nickel. Seriously, I like doing it. I really do. It's a lot of fun. It's probably what I want to do all my life. Just didn't know. Okay? Sure as hell I ain't drive these race cars, does it count? Now, I have my moments, though.
It's cheaper than riding.
It is. I mean, them people, I can get up on the wheel sometimes, but I just don't do it enough. You know, because I think I'm like thinking about other things. You know, it ain't one.
You'll have more left over at the end of the month.
Well, Fred, you are correct on that. Yeah, and you won't need one of these. How about it, Fred?
No, you won't need that.
I still quarter-pound panel smasher outer. Right
I know the first year you raced there, my goodness gracious, I never pounded out so much sheet metal.
Fred, why would you say that on camera? Like that? That was funny, though. I gotta give Fred that. Yes, you did, Fred, because I was up there scrapping with him. I was scrapping with him.
We beat out more dents.
We did, Fred. You're exactly right. We did. The kids, Halloween, they come down. There was a ton of kids there. Like, I was really surprised. There was a ton of kids there. Yeah. And they come to see some goddamn chicken. You know what I'm saying? And he was there like, bark, bark, bark. And the little ladies were there. That was awesome, dude. That was great. Do you realize you could be hanging in some little old lady's house for Thanksgiving meal? And like they're going to just sit there skewing this chicken. That's awesome. You know? We're going to get your own pictures up of you, though. And have so you can hand them out. Now, there's big energy up there, too. You know that. We have big energy up at the spring run. Easy. John, Zach, everybody. The officials, the kids, everybody's into it up there. All joking aside. side.
I mean, they all take an interest.
Right. You go there, and I'm sure there's people there, and they might be wanting to do something else because they're working there or something, but I got to be honest, I really don't see that. Most everybody's up there. Yeah, they're working, but they like being there and doing what they do. You know, and I think that's what makes it special up there. Okay?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of family works up there too.
Yeah, I'm learning that. Yeah. John ought to issue out one of them Ancestry.com little paintings when you start. Because there's it is. It's good.
That's good. They make it a family event.
It's just, and Zach, he's family. You can't forget about old Zach. I can't believe Zach's one night. They must not have a lot of dog neuter to do. Yeah. But I appreciate that. I could have said spading like that, but I did not. So anyways, wow. November 11th, the banquet. You should have got tickets for that. It's Pleasant Hill Fire Company. Gates open at 4:30, right? And guess who? Guess who is going to be kicking it off in the pre-banquet zone? You said it, elbows up. Their productions, Path Out of Speedway, our style, right? We're excited about that. We're going to be going to Cavaliers. They call it like the White Elephant or something?
Something like that.
Is this like
it's like a Christmas?
Is it a drugs party or something? Like, I'm getting confused. You know, did we get the wrong invitation of where we're going? You know, no, it's really cool. They exchange gifts and everything, and we're going to have our show set up there for their Christmas bonanza. I'm excited about that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of exciting things going on, friend.
We got a long way to go.
Okay, 2024 insanity is what I'm talking about. I don't know about you guys, but we're going to crack it. We're going to race a little bit too. Okay, a little bit. Teensy-bitty. Now, let's get down to the meat and potatoes, as my pappy like to say. Okay? As a young man, I can remember this number 7, right? And it had the Friese transportation on it. I thought it had Dietrich on it too. I can't remember when the quarter panel back there started with a D. That's what I thought. And this guy, he hang about the best of them. But then along came Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And Hollywood was Hollywood. He brought it in style. He did. And he went the UFO, the Max. He got the job done. You know what I mean? And then along comes Merritt, Kelby, right? And Kelby's getting it done. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're absent one tonight, which is Colton, correct? Colton, he runs them too, and that would be your nephew, okay? But he's with us right here, okay? But this family's been respected in the race business ever since I can remember. And they've done good things, and they're good people. And there's a reason why they're still here and they're racing, because they're good people. But without further ado, let's bring on Bob, Kelby, and Hollywood. Come on, everyone. Get up, everyone. There you go. There's my man, Hollywood. My man, Bob. Sure thing, Bob. Yeah, this time. I tell you what. Does a cat have 4 legs or what? You're a big guy. What the hell do they feed you?
Green beans.
Oh, green beans. That's good, because I missed the boat on that. You can see it. Yeah, we eat the good stuff. This guy right here, and then we got this guy right here. Okay?
Senior citizen.
Oh, jeez. He get the discount rate,
Yeah,
right?
he's trying.
I'll be a month of Sundays, as my papi used to say. We got Bob Friese here. We got Devin, Hollywood Friese. And then we got Kelby. Kelby, you got a nickname?
No, not yet.
Well, come on. We always do.
We'll work on that.
You give me about another 20, 25 minutes, buddy. I'm going to have one nailed down for you. I guarantee you. We'll even do a commercial for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, the women will love it. You know what I mean? You got a girlfriend?
No.
No, really? Okay, so you're just laying low.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay, right. And you obviously you turned 24, correct?
Yep.
Good. Okay, and what do you do?
I drive for Dad with the bus company and everything.
Okay, so you're a motor to kids a little bit, right?
Yeah, I do construction.
Are they little bastards? Are they really? They can be?
Yeah, they
Can
definitely
they?
can be.
I bet you. I know how I was. Like, I seriously, oh yeah, they were like, you can't be home from school anymore, Mr. and Mrs. Cordell. My dad was like, oh my God, I get the paddle. You know what I mean? So okay, and you love racing, right?
Yeah.
Now, I was on Facebook, because you know, Facebook's truth on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It showed you were fishing?
Yeah.
You guys were just recently fishing?
I was up with Colton's older brother.
Somebody had to work, Hollywood. I know. Bob's shaking his head. Bob's like, I worked all around my life. Yeah. So, okay, what were these fish? I'm not a big fisherman, I don't understand.
They were king salmon up in Pulaski, New York.
Oh, okay. Was the water cold?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It wasn't? I mean, he would have been good with it. He'd have been done. Yeah, he's not, yeah. So anyways, what for bait do you use? Do you like a bobber?
Nah, So like up there, it's like there's so many rules and everything like that. Like so, we just mostly fly fish, so we can mostly fish everywhere.
Okay, so you're a fly fisherman. You're a skilled fisherman. You're not like a jackass like me that gets out there at Red Run and gets everything twined in. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I mean? I can remember, I'll tell you a quick story. Back at Red Run, there used to be 10,000 kids practically on the first day of fishing. And I was like 6 or 8. Well, it was colder than hell. And I was over on the other side, and my old man, he was raising hell with me, and I was just raising hell with him. I was just mad at all hell. I wasn't catching any fish. I didn't want to count that. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I was being a brat. I said, I'm going over on the other, because all these kids on the other crest of the lake, they're yanking them out like gangbusters, man. Getting their pictures taken, their dads are giving them that, boys, and I'm like, Christ, I'm getting ready to go to a kids camp. You know? So I walk over across the lake, right? I'm walking over there and looking around, and it's wet, it's just spring, you know what I mean, fishing. And I'm looking around, and the next thing I know, you know, I went like this, and I slipped, and next thing, I'm up to here in water, I'm in that lake. And people's got their lines tangled on me and everything. Yeah, so I get out, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, and I cleaned the mud up and stuff, and I wasn't drying really. So I went back around to where Dad was, you know what I mean? And we're sitting over there, and he said, I don't know why you walked away, Tommy. Some dumbass little kid over there just fell in the lake. He said, dumb little bastard anyway. Like that. And I was like, oh, really? You know? Oh, it was classic, man. It was classic. So that's my fishing. You know what I'm saying? That's my fishing. Okay, so we're going to come back to you. You just don't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you want a drink?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Okay, good. Now, Devin, okay, obviously you're working the bus deal. That's always been a family affair, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Friese transportation.
Friese transportation.
School buses.
1958.
Charter buses, like.
School buses at this point.
Okay, you used to do the other.
Charters.
Okay. I remember you guys. It's easy to remember. You guys were always mainstream. You know what I mean? You did well, and you represented you. That's great when you're mainstream, you know. But you guys always had nice stuff. You know, you worked hard. You had nice stuff, and you took care of it. Like you could tell, you cared about what you did. Your way you represented yourself.
Yeah. You know, I was very fortunate for Mom and Dad to buy us and give us the things that we had to race.
Yeah, sure.
At the level that we were racing at.
Yeah.
You know, if we ever needed anything, we went to them and said, hey, we need this. We think we can go faster, and they worked hard.
They did.
And they
They did. Yep.
And you know, from the equipment, the motors, the cars, the hauler,
Yeah.
you know, just everything.
Big yellow holler.
Yeah, that's right.
The big yellow holler was the top. Yeah, the Big Bird was like, not many guys had toters and haulers. And the series guys, Stars, that was the Big Bird then, the Star Series. The Star Series stuff, but these guys, man, they rolled her in. You know what I mean? It was nice, and it was cleaned up. It wasn't like all ragged out now. And they ran well too, you know. And watching your dad, we talked earlier in the show, in the 90s, you know, when the late model sportsmen and everything were going on, and this guy was turning laps out there, man, it was no joke out there then, you know? And then you're running, you guys overlap too, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
He got involved in a wreck at Hagerstown on the front stretch.
That's right.
And broke 2 vertebrae in his back.
That's right, Bob.
And that's how I got started.
Okay.
So once we got home
Well, you
that week.
You had asked me if you could race, and I said ask your mother.
Yeah, so Dad gets home from the hospital, he's in bed at the house, and I told Trevor, my brother, my oldest brother, and I said, gosh, I'd like to drive this damn thing.
Yeah, right.
And so Dad's laid up in bed, you know, broken back.
Right.
So I said, Dad,
Took one for the team.
Took one for the team.
Right.
And I said, let me drive it. The rest, you know, he said, what are you going to sell the stuff or get out of it, or we'll put somebody else in? I said, well, put me in it.
Yeah.
And he goes, he said, your mother will never go for that. He said, you talk to her. And I'm thinking,
Yeah, I know.
so
Right.
I'm waiting in the driveway and Mom comes home.
Yeah, that's an important thing. Oh, yeah, it's got to be handled immediately.
So Mom's in the driveway and she's not even out of the car yet. I'm like, Mom, hey, I want to drive a race car. And she goes, oh, your daddy remember that. So I'm like, I'm in.
That's the words you wanted to hear, because you knew you had her sealed up on both ends.
Yep.
That's what I
Yep.
like.
Good.
See, they ought to teach this kind of stuff to young men in grade school.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, now because it worked, and quite frankly, I can't say enough about it. You know what I mean? And along came Kelby, right? Do you play basketball?
Yeah, I did in high school.
I'm sure you did. Could you dunk?
Yeah, on a good day.
Did you ever see me do the, the double pump windmill? Like Jordan, I put my tongue out and all that. Yeah, no, I ain't do that. I'm a big Michael Jordan fan too. I think Michael Jordan's one of the greatest people in the world. Freddie, you remember you got your zing zing bing bing, right? That's code. We have code in show business. Zing zing bing bing.
That's good.
Not really. not really. But it was a code.
Dirt production.
Now, see that? We got someone called in. Okay, someone called in. So I'm going to go up here, and I want you to watch that chair. Don't take it.
All right.
Okay. And who we got going on?
There you go.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, you're live.
Hey, Jeff, is that you?
It's me, Tony.
Okay, Jeff. I'm like, okay. I'm almost like I'm stranded. Jeff, I need your help. But Jeff, how are you doing, buddy? Is it cold in your neck of the woods?
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, it's very cold.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Jeff Ulrich on the phone. Jeff Ulrich, you know very well, Area Auto Racing News, writes a great column. He kept that column going, okay, the fire burning. Now, Jeff, we ran into each other there this past weekend at Spring Run at Path Valley, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. I liked the Speedway Path Valley, always did. Yeah, season-ending show the last 2 years I've been to. It's been a lot of race cars, a lot of great action. And you definitely pumped in some excitement to those fans. I sat in the grandstands for 2 of the features, and you got them all wound up. And, boy, it was definitely an exciting night for Path Valley Speedway.
Well, I appreciate that, Jeff. I tell you, the real secret is, though, we had the concession stand put some stuff in their food. And it totally enhanced their behavior. Now, Jeff, all joking aside, that means a lot. Okay, because people may think, they may or not, that we don't have an effort into this, but a lot of this stuff is thought out. You know what I mean? And it's strategically thought out to try to get the most out of it we can for ultimately the whole goal of continuing to short track race. That's the bottom line. Okay, the short track race.
Yep, that is the best form of racing. We know that. You've been involved with racing and other things, and now you got the Sailboat Up show going. And
yeah,
I think you're doing great things there with Path Valley. I saw some pictures. They're putting clay on the track.
Yes.
A lot of tracks have done McLaren on the racetracks this time of year.
Yes, 35 loads is what I hear. 35 loads, and there's a lot going on there, ins and outs and ups and downs, and man, I tell you, it's all good. I mean, they're continuing to work. They put back into it. And now, how about for your end, though? I guess you're into the winter months for coverage for racing. So you probably, you're drumming up things to write about and such.
Yeah, it's a little tougher this time of year with not much racing.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got the World Finals going on down there in
Yep.
Charlotte.
Yep.
Ford late model going in. I wish I was there, but I'm not. But
Well, right.
it's,
Well, I tell you, Jeff, I tell you, these guys here, we all may be able just to, well, how about we rendezvous at a point? We'll head down right after the show here, and we'll leave any of the females behind. Okay, this is an all-male trip. Okay, and no, we'll go down. I tell you, Jeff, your writing is crystal clear. I love your writing. It's clear. It's concise. It gives a very, very good depiction of what's going on. There's no smoke shows. It is what it is, and I like that. And I think that's why people continue to draw, to your column. Let's be honest. I mean, late models, it's a tough sell right now everywhere, for the most part in our tri-state region. I really appreciate everything you do there. It's always a pleasure to run into you. Now, if you really get bored this winter writing, winter's always a time when, we try to look for girlfriends here. So if you could write us up a little thing, one of them little, dear, there's a song about that. It's in the 70s, it'll come to me. Where he answers his ad, Bob knows. Bob's an old 70s rocker. I'm here with Bob Friese, Devin Friese, and Kelby Friese. What do you think of that, Jeff?
That's pretty good. Seen Devin do a lot of late model racing. And
yeah.
Seen his sons racing we had Legends up at Clinton County where I work Friday nights, and they've been up there putting on some good shows at Clinton County.
Yeah. And then we got Bob here. Boy, do you remember you watched Bob race out?
Yep.
Years ago. But Bob, I tell you that, we were talking about that. Bob was in a highly competitive time period. over there. That was a nail biter over there, them Sportsmans. I mean, they were all good classes, but them Sportsmans had a lot, let me put it to you, them Sportsmans had a lot of people in them that were playmakers that went on. That were, you know what I mean? They were playmakers, they went on, you know, because they were younger and things. And I can remember the right time of Jerry Miller showing up in that, you know what I mean? And there's just so many, you know, that did it. And Jeff, obviously, you know a lot of these late model people, and that's like what you contain with that knowledge is priceless, because we have to educate the people, you know, and continue to tell them, like, man, this stuff didn't start yesterday. You know what I mean? It's lived and breathed for a long time.
It was when I got lucky here at Path Valley, I knew Jackson Garman was an up-and-comer.
Yeah.
Seen Derek Garman race pro stocks. Knew he moved into limiteds, won a championship at Port Wall, and I know Jackson was his son, and I got to finally talk to him. If you read area,
Sure.
nice interview, nice young man, only 17 years
Yeah.
old, and second
Parks down by you
full-time
guys.
year for the limiteds, and got a track championship, and then Spike Moore's another guy who's been winning a lot of races
Yeah.
out there, limiteds, dabbled in supers.
Yeah.
Never got a chance to interview him and caught up with him because he won your feature there, and a lot of good information, and the fact that, surprisingly, he's telling me he's getting out of the limiteds and going to go E-mods next year.
I know. That was what he told me in Victory Lane.
Yeah, he mentioned it. Yeah, he does have a ride for supers for next year with somebody else. But he said about getting, he has one car sold, selling this car, and going to get an E-mod, but run Will's family, I believe it's called,
Okay.
60 Super for next year.
Okay. Well, I tell you, man, you know, the mods are, obviously, they continue to grow too, you know? And you know, Hollywood, I want to get it correct for the people, okay? In the stands too. Hollywood here, and his son Kelby, and Connor, correct? Colton, which is nephew and cousin, right? They're really hammering away at these Legends cars, you know what I mean? Like, they're into it. And I got to learn a bit about this, and there's a lot going on. They look a lot of fun.
It's a good little division. And I know a couple guys who used to race late models. I've seen their names in some rundowns here and there. Maybe a couple guys have been up to Clinton County. We've won 2 years now and had 3 shows, and I think the promoter Jason McCacken's looked to add more shows next year for the Legends too. So probably see some more racing up there.
Yeah.
See the Frieses up there a little bit more next year.
I guarantee you. I thought about it. You know what else we could do when you're all there? It could be you ready for this? Freeze frame. Yeah! That would be awesome. Leave it to me. We're going to have it done. You know it. Well, I tell you what, Jeff, you know, it was really enjoyable talking to you at Path Valley. I really appreciate everything that you do for the sport. You're awesome at what you do with writing. And I thank you for calling in tonight, Jeff. And need I say more?
All right, well, I'm glad you had me, and hopefully we do more of this next year.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I think this would be a good thing, Jeff, that during shows we communicate like this, you know, because this is your meat and potatoes too, you know what I mean? And so, okay, Jeff, well, I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir, and have a good night.
Yep, you too. Appreciate it, Tommy.
Yep, take care.
Yep.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Ulrich, right, and the Auto Racer, Lenny Salmon's newspaper. It's been around since, like, the days of gladiators, but it's been around a long time. You know the Auto Racer, right? Oh, yeah, that's another question. Do you guys still get the subscription, or do you get it on paper? Yeah. What's up, Fred?
Well, I just wanted to go down the list here.
Well, hold on a second. I can remember when people, in my house, like, it was like a fist fight if that Auto Racer didn't turn back up.
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you that's because that's all there was.
Yeah.
That's where you were getting your information. You know what I'm saying?
Big time. What Facebook and stuff.
No, you didn't have that. Now you got Facebook, and people are on. Pretty soon will be on Tinder. Hope we on the ground. Okay, Fred, what do you got?
Already, we have Keith Myers. He
Keith?
says for everybody to check his page out. He's auctioning off his street stock to do a rebuild this winter. And we have Todd Ward.
T.A. Ward in the
He's
house.
in the office listening. have Ashley Welsh, she's at the World Finals watching.
Oh,
We have Mark Stahl
Mark Stahl, Mark the Shark. We're going to talk to Mark the Shark after a bit.
and Nine Guard.
And Nine Guard, he's always
and
with us.
Brian and Blake Brooks.
Brian and Blake Brooks, you know them guys, right? Brian, he's got Rookie there, and,
Yes.
or Blake, I mean, and
Blake,
Rookie, and
yeah.
he's a good little race car driver.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, New England. You buddies with him?
Where are they from?
Mechanicsburg.
Is that what it is? Mechanicsburg? Brooks Graphics, I guess. You know,
Brooks
they're
Graphics.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Why would
And
this
we
go
have
on?
Richie Dobson just tuned
Oh,
in.
Richie.
Hollywood's my hero.
Really? No, are you serious? What a small town it is. Richie Dobson. Richie Dobson, people. He run the Legends cars. He got out of it now. He's very involved with suicide awareness.
Yep.
I commend him for that. He has this blowout freaking side by side.
Yes.
Man. I mean, this thing is like
Gorgeous.
Oh, it is. I know. It's better than my personal car.
And
Yeah.
Austin Billmar.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Is that your one here?
Yeah.
Is that Bellboy
Yeah,
Motorsports?
he sets up for cars.
I heard this Bellboy guy's like,
He's on it. Oh,
yeah, that's what I
he's on
heard.
it.
He's a legend in his own.
Yeah.
And we have Brady Paul.
Do you know Brady Paul?
Yeah, I sponsor his race car. He has a picture of me kissing a shark on the front lane.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I've seen that car.
yeah, that's me.
Are you ever doing that stuff? Because, I mean, we're all open. We got a couple cornfields and door. You know, we'll get an animal for you. You know, whatever you want. Panda bear? You know, I mean, hell, get a unicorn, Kale. Get a little order. Amazon and shit. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, man. This is great tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
All of us
Yeah,
here
that's
hanging out. Let's talk about this Bellboy deal a little bit. It's on your car, right? It's on all your cars.
Yep.
Okay. Bellboy is like the rocket setup man of
Yeah.
these legends.
Yeah, he is, Boston. We first got hooked up with him, we were at BAPS, last year.
Last rate, or 2 years ago.
No, it's been 2 years ago.
Okay.
Before Kelly had back surgery, but, he came over and just started talking, and then we got hooked up with him about winter, and then, we had down the shop, then when Kelly had back surgery and Colton actually blew his knee, that's how I got in a legend car.
So, okay, so your dad had to take brutal pain,
Yeah.
okay, for you to get in the car.
Yeah.
And then, so it's amazing how this stuff
Yeah,
happens.
right.
Because I can say, I was like, really? And you're a tall guy too. Like, are you guys smushed in there?
I'm really not. Believe it or not, it's just a tick smaller than my late models.
Yeah,
It
right,
really
the way
is.
you're-
I mean,
you got a
it's
layback.
a small car, but
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the cockpit itself, I thought I was just about
Yeah.
comfortable as in my late model.
Bob, I think, have you been in one of these things?
I practiced a little bit up at Path there with,
Did you?
last year when we first
Okay.
started.
Oh,
First
yeah.
started, yeah.
Okay.
Just had a little fun there for 10, 12 laps.
Yeah, that was a great lap short day. It was, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't have no desire to race, I just want the boys to do well.
Yeah, sure,
I
sure.
have no desire to drive.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bob Friese. He is the godfather of the Frieses, okay? Seriously, he takes, Bob, how long did you tell me, or was you Friese Transportation? What?
58.
1958.
Yeah, my dad's from right there.
Okay, so your dad.
5 years.
Okay, so what was your father's name?
Garnet free.
Garden Friese. Your grandfather would be your great-grandfather. Okay, and he got in the whole bus thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started out with 1 or 2 buses there in 1958. Kept growing a little bit. And then I was trucking in 1987. Dad and Mom wanted to retire. So he had 8 school buses at the time. I had a tractor trailer. I'd done a lot of local stuff on fertilizers and different things. Worked for Charlie Carpenter in Chamberlain, talked a lot. And so I took a chance and said I'll do the buses. And then I sold my truck.
Okay.
And kept growing and growing and growing thanks to people. And right now we operate 68 school buses and about 20 vans.
Wow.
And the whole family does. All those together. So
Okay. Yo, Bluebirds.
yep, we got
Bluebirds?
Bluebirds,
International.
internationals.
They're not stick shift anymore.
No,
All automatics.
Are they really? Okay.
Too damn easy to drive.
Are they really? Even a guy like they want to do a commercial like you can talk to drive one, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So wow.
School districts have been good to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that would be what, Fulton or Franklin?
Franklin County.
Oh, Franklin.
Yeah.
Oh, Franklin.
Well, we work for Tuscarora School District, Chambersburg,
Okay.
Greencastle, and Shippensburg. And we do a couple routes, van routes in Gettysburg now.
Oh, really?
About 5 different districts we work with.
Okay, you do the sporting events too with it?
Yes.
Okay, so do you ever do any of them?
No.
Are you like calling like the girls cheerleading competition? Like, hang on that kid! You know what I'm saying? I can see it now, dude. I can so see you doing that. I can.
It wants all cheerleaders.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You know, like the wrestling team. You know, like you guys think. You know. We have fun here, people. What can I say? You know what I mean? Bob, when was the first time you stepped in a race car?
1995.
Wow.
In 1995, I used to sponsor Brent Smith
Yeah.
in Mercersburg.
Yep.
He had John Deere place. And how it got started with him, he needed a set of tires for his bus. He always car on. So how I gave him a set of 4 tires for the whole bus, and that was my sponsorship at the time.
Okay, and I put you on the car.
Yeah, and then
Now let's stop you there a second. I want these school buses. Buddy, they were the cat's ass back then when they were done up. People, these are school buses that are cut, beaver tailed to haul your race car. You guys had, correct, and used at one time,
Yeah.
the school bus. Mist did.
I remember Brett Bryant.
Brent had, Beaver had, like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that one there. Yep, Travis had one, but they were like a big deal, weren't
oh,
they?
big deal.
Yeah.
Because we let about 3 seats in each side.
Yeah, right, enough to ride like that, car beaver tail up. I mean, that's rolling, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. So Bob, 1995, you said, you know what the hell? I'm gonna get in on
Brent decided to move up to late model.
Yep.
And I didn't want to go that route.
Right.
What it was doing. So then I bought a Leaf spring car from from Tex Shaver.
Tex Schaefer.
And
Okay.
I raced a late model on Leaf spring.
Ain't that something? I tell you what, you were a brave man then, because Leaf Spring was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, if the damn setup didn't work, we just changed the Leaf spring.
Right, exactly. I see old Bob out there. Oh
We
yeah,
had
look at
fun.
him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun with it for a while.
Yeah.
Never set the world on fire, but my Dodge pickup and little 28-foot trailer.
Yeah. Had fun.
I never hauled a car in open trailer. We always had close to
Yeah.
everything. You know, so.
Now you would have been, because okay, so he got in a wreck, obviously hurt himself, but you would have been in that age group when he had that wreck.
Let's see, I would have been a 23,
Yeah.
24 range.
Okay.
Yeah, because the year I started racing, I turned 47 years old the first year I raced. 47. Most people quit when they're 30.
Well, yeah, right. I'm sitting here trying to absorb all this.
Yeah, I started racing.
Wow.
I had a birthday because I came in off of practice and they had balloons and everything tied up behind my damn trailer. I turned 47 in April.
Ain't that
That was
nice?
the first year I raced.
First year race. That's how you remember that. You'll never forget it.
And that's-
Okay. So then you got it. Do you remember what happened? Where'd you go first, right? Or
Hagerstown.
You did.
Sports
Sure,
event.
no practice. You just went to race.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's why we used to remember
No, yeah.
practice. It really didn't happen much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now they have practices like every other Wednesday, or every Wednesday.
Yep.
So you roll in, right? Okay, and now the number is
Still 7.
still 7. Okay,
Fixing
okay,
up after the wreck.
okay.
And I wore his uniform. I didn't have one.
Oh, nice.
Dad's uniform.
Yeah.
And,
I still have it too.
yeah, we went racing that year, and I don't know. I don't know, a couple weeks into it, a month or so into it, then I remember winning my first heat race against Alan Psyche.
The catfish, right?
Yeah. Had a good race with him and my first heat race with him.
Yeah.
And then the last race of that year, Dad come back and ran.
Okay, so you got back in the car.
That
Is
year, yes. And then in the winter we bought from Jim Bernhauser another car, so then we both raced.
So you were on laser.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started with laser.
Yep.
Laser.
Yep.
I always say it like that. You are.
So we both raced then for 2-3 years, probably a good 3 years.
Yeah, at least.
And then he had another bad accident. At
Racing again, and another band.
And his steering wheel come off.
Oh.
And hit that opening going down.
Oh, yes, I do remember that, Bob.
And then he was done.
That was it.
That was it.
That was
That
it.
was it.
Now that was you were in.
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
so
wife came to the hospital, and her and her mother said, "You think you had enough?" I said, "I think I had enough."
Yeah, that one there, put him down, you know what I mean? Old Yeller, put him down, you know?
I think I had
Okay.
enough this time.
Not this time. So along comes Devin again, And you got a Burnhouse car, right?
Yeah.
You're running number 7 still.
No, at that point, when we both raced, I got number 12.
You got, what made you 12? Is that 12?
Yeah, I did, but Dan, back when he was a kid, correct me if I'm wrong, but you helped the gentleman, Lane Masters,
Yeah.
that had number 12.
Laymaster, Rodney Laymaster. We built some kind of street stop there in Laymaster's little garage there in Laymaster who drove it, down Winchester. He lived down Winchester. There were 2 brothers. The hell was their name? I'll think of it as well. But that's how the 12.
That's where the 12 fish
came about.
So you bolted that on
from
there.
the street stop
Okay.
car. From the street stop car.
Okay. Now, mind you, folks, that was a limited still.
was a limited.
So it had a closed tail.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people don't realize that. Limits had closed tail.
Sportsman.
Okay. The Sportsman's did, correct. And there's a 358, right?
Yes.
That's what they maxing it in. Okay. And unless you're old Clipper. he stretched her out about 398. No, I love old Clipper though. God bless him. He's not well here.
Really?
Yeah, he hasn't been well. No.
Gotcha.
So anyways, okay, so you got that car there. What color is this car?
It was black.
Okay, it was black.
Also, yep, and had a blue number at the time, and then, but when we first got the first laser, we ran it a year, and then that was the first new car that Dad bought, which was another laser.
Another
It was
laser.
a 4-lane car.
A 4-lane. Now
When they
you
were
were cooking with gas.
Yeah, yeah.
4 lanes, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
And then we started winning races with that in that class. Like we won two 1 year, the second and third year we
Yeah.
raced, and then we won 4 the next, and then he had his accident, and then we went to supers after that.
That's right. And then you bumped it, baby. Oh yeah, you were UFOing it,
Yeah,
macking it,
Max.
huh? It's like the club. Yeah. I'm getting to you, don't worry. Yeah. So
What was the other division? That IRS. What was the other division? That guy.
Yeah, well-
Merrill had the IRS.
yeah. Okay.
Cover Cumberland, Maryland.
Yeah. Come on. Right. Because I knew you. Okay, I got
A few
you.
places out west.
Okay, and man, you guys, both you guys' cars, obviously, yours was hand painted. Okay, vinyl was just starting to come in where they did the numbers, and they cut it out, and then they lettered around it. People don't realize this. Okay, hand paint, then vinyl with lettering, and then your car, probably wasn't wrapped. It was still when you.
It was the new car was a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's-
a little bit of vinyl
yep.
with a little bit of paint.
Okay, and they were beautiful cars. You guys always had beautiful cars.
We had they let me get the black with the gold.
Oh,
shiny
yeah,
gold,
yeah,
like that.
yeah. The blame.
The blame.
Hollywood blame. Hollywood, baby. That's what we were talking to. Hollywood right now. We're getting to you there. Yeah. Then we got another one. We gotta look at. We got someone out in the guest area,
Oh, wow.
and she's been beating on the door for like an hour and a half.
To get in.
Yes, and she said. She's hot, man. Not hot, like hot under the collar. Yeah, she's hot like that. You know what I mean? Let me clarify that, people. She's
up on a ladder.
She is. She's very up there. I'm gonna let that go, Bob, because I tell you, I'm going down a unknown path. Yeah, look at him. He's like, you hold it back. Okay, so man, I just remember, and I can't believe I forgot this. I'm pretty good at remembering this stuff. A very bad time for you was that elbow. And I just remembered that right now.
Yeah.
And that was due to a drive shaft.
That's correct.
An aluminum drive. Aluminum.
Metal. No, that was a metal one.
Oh, it was a
That
steel.
was a steel one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, steel one. Yes.
Okay.
First steel drive I ever ran, and actually, what happened? The starter, we were running a rear bell house
Yep.
with the starters. The starter broke first, and the way that we had the cable ran from the
Yeah.
battery to the starter,
Yep.
it broke, and as it swung around, it sheared
Yeah.
the drive line.
Yeah, because I mean, guys, that's going.
And it broke the drive line off, right behind
Oh,
the
yeah.
L, and it hit the track and it meant like an L, and then
come.
it looped up through the car because of the L. It missed the loop. When
Gotcha.
when all we had
Yeah.
was loop.
That's
all we
it.
required
That's right.
at that time, and the drive line would come through, and
Did you feel like hell, like right away?
oh yeah, I knew.
You knew
I
you
knew it was
were-
bad.
Right.
I mean, the pain was bad.
Yeah.
And I remember getting the car stopped, and up in 112 in Hagerstown, and I remember like, give me an ambulance. Give me an
Yeah,
ambulance.
you knew you were hurt.
Yeah, I knew it was hurt. And I knew it was broke. But
Yeah.
I went to move, and I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
feel it. I knew it was broke. And But I didn't know the magnitude of it.
Extent of it,
Right.
sure.
And then, we got my helmet off and we sat there and I said, they're like, okay, we're gonna get you out of here. I'm like, okay, which again, big guy, that,
Yeah, right.
it's hard for me to get out anyway. And I remember the paramedic guy reaching in the whole arm,
Yeah.
got the whole arm to me.
Yeah, 'cause
Like
you
it
just-
up. And
right.
I remember him going like this and he was covered in blood.
Oh,
And
no.
he's like, we got to go, we have to go.
Oh, man, and then you're sitting there thinking like,
Right.
oh, my Lord, you know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yeah.
It was just supposed to be fun.
Yeah,
you know?
well, and mom and dad are in Charlotte the next car race.
You're away.
So they didn't know about it.
Okay. You're not in this world yet.
No,
we're not. Yeah, we're not.
He was two. He was
Yeah.
two.
Oh, okay.
He was
Okay.
two. Yeah.
See, you didn't even know what time warp you're in, dude. Like that.
Yeah. So
So you're going to the hospital.
went to the hospital, and then they took me to Washington County
Yep.
and did X-rays, which was still horrible.
Yeah.
Back over my head.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
it severed my main artery in my arm.
Right.
And so they were scared of bleeding to death, and it was blood everywhere. It was
Yeah.
horrible. And they're like, okay, we're flying you to shock trauma. I'm like,
So you
okay.
got in Trooper 3.
That was the plan. We were on the deck to push me out to the helicopter, and they get a radio call or something. They're like, hey, it's too windy in Baltimore, so we're going to take you by ambulance.
By ambulance.
They moved me back into the hospital, and
Oh.
jumped in the ambulance, and I'm like, I'll never forget that. I remember telling you, I said, don't let me fall asleep, because, I mean, the way I was bleeding, I thought, I'm going to bleed to death. Like, I mean,
Well, right. No, I got it.
And I said, don't let me fall asleep, because
Yeah.
I'm never going to wake up.
Yeah. No, I got it.
And I did fall asleep.
Yeah.
I remember getting there, waking up. I'm like, oh.
Well, these damn nurses all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They're all over you in there, you know, trying to give you
My arm, it
a
hurt.
rectal
It was
and,
my arm.
what now? You know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. You know, if we did that to them, it'd be terrible.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we're en route to the.
So we're out, and we get down there, and I remember getting wheeled into the hospital. And
To the trunk, to the
shock trauma.
shock trauma.
Yep.
You're at the
Baltimore.
shock, the biggest ward there is.
Yes, and it was just dumb luck. I believe his name was Dr. Ingalls Slater, if I'm saying that right. He was
Okay.
a Baltimore Ravens doctor that just happened to be in the hospital when I got there.
Okay.
And he came over and he looked at the X-rays and stuff, and I remember him coming back for surgery. And he said, "Hey," he said, "I met with a team of 6 doctors." He said, "What I want to do, I'm the only one that wants to do it. Everybody else doesn't want
Okay.
to do it." And at that time, they didn't know they could save my arm or not because they were afraid of infection setting in.
Holy cow! So you're at that level to where they're
Oh, yeah.
actually talking about
Oh, yeah.
maybe having to remove this man's arm.
Yeah, correct. And I built homes at the time. I did construction.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So we go to surgery.
My tennis game would be screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And it was 6 doctors, 7 hours of surgery, and the longest 3 seconds of my life was when I come through. They had my arm back. Of course, you're numb. You
Yeah,
don't feel
right.
anything. But I remember waking up and I thought they took my arm off.
Oh no.
And
Oh
it
yeah,
wasn't
because you
there.
couldn't see, you
I
didn't
couldn't
know
see,
where
I
it
couldn't
was.
feel anything.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's a real bad joke. They need to stop.
Yeah, right,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? The shit ain't funny.
No, exactly. So we spent, I don't know, a week. Mom and Dad come that night or next day.
So you guys headed from Charlotte.
Well, we called them, and I'm sitting down and bawling, you know, and everything.
Well, sure, because the man's ready to lose a limb.
And his Michelle was down there with it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And she said, "Well, go to the race, stay to the race." I don't know if it was a night race or day race. I don't remember back then. But anyway, we went to the race, and then we drove directly to Charlotte right to Baltimore. We
Okay.
did
Well,
go to the race.
I think he's always putting it out for you, isn't he?
Yeah.
The man breaks his neck to give you a ride, and then you guys return it. You cut your arm damn near off, and tell him just to enjoy the race.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got this.
Yeah, we got it. And you're just like,
I don't know how many people told me to stay to the race. I did not want to stay.
I know that was a hard one. It
Yeah,
was a decision.
very hard. Very
Yeah.
hard. Very hard.
So you endured this surgery, and now that you know you do have an arm, okay, and now rehab, or was there
Yes.
another surgery you had to have?
No, one surgery, and I still have all the hardware. I got
Yeah.
plates, I got screws. They're
Wow.
going through. They're all still in today.
Fred's got 4 in his head.
Cable.
Yeah, he
I
has.
see
He got
cables.
yeah. So, you had
I have
cables.
cables.
Oh, a cable system on a break. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
We've talked
It's all still in there, and I know it's there every day. I mean, I feel it every day.
You do,
But,
cold, especially getting cold.
So, right, exactly. And then the first come out of surgery when the doctor come back in. He said, he said, at that time he said, I don't know if you'll use your arm or not.
Didn't know.
Not a clue. He said
Yeah.
it's just time right now.
Yeah.
And then okay, so we went home, and then.
Are you dominant? Right.
Yeah.
So that's your dominant.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
So you come home now.
So I come home now, and again, I lost so much blood. They actually had to give me blood
Oh,
transfusion
sure.
down there because they couldn't set me up. I would just instantly
Yeah.
go into a sweat.
Well, yeah,
I
because
just
you're
didn't
right.
have a blood system. So they had to give me blood transfusions for all that. So when I got home, and then I was down for weeks, a couple weeks. I don't remember.
Rehab.
Yeah, and then we started doing therapy, and then you pretty much took me every couple weeks. We went back to Baltimore for checkups.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, we're gonna start therapy here. At that point, even when I took it out, my arm was like this. I couldn't even.
Well, yeah. It was
I still can't get it completely straight, but
Yeah.
I thought I'll never use this thing again.
You-
Just
right.
how fast things tighten up.
Yeah.
But then we went to Robin Hood. I went 3 days a week for I don't know, all my 4, 5, 6 months.
Just think
in
of all.
therapy.
Listen, people, you have to look at the positives here. Do you know how many hot nurses, okay, he got to see during this time period?
Yeah,
I mean, and work on him. I mean,
Yeah.
people, this is
Yeah.
priceless. Okay, so you get to this thing working. When does it come along that you're like, oh, I'm gonna race?
I think we hit week 16, which is basically 4 months
4 months after
after
that.
surgery. And I remember we were down in Baltimore. Of course, I was super weak.
Yeah.
I'm super weak.
Sure.
I couldn't lift anything with it. And he said, as far as your ligaments and tissue, he said it's as strong as it's gonna get.
That's it. What you
He
got?
said,
What you got?
What you got.
Okay.
He said, as far as movement of your arm,
Yep.
it's gonna take time. You gotta
Yep.
work on it. And
Sure.
this and that. And I'm like, okay, Dad. Like, man, I'm ready to go race again.
Let's strap her in and go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I need to do.
Right. Of course, we'll put a set of hinges on it. We'll take it off
That's
while he
right.
runs her. You know.
So we had we put Doug Burkholder in the car.
There it is. Don't Doug Burkholder.
Yep, had Doug in the car.
Speaking of Doug, I guess John's not well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
they-
John's well at all.
Wow.
Yeah, the dad, John. Yeah, I think it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
Doug runs.
So Doug ran it, and at that time, like I said, Mom was weak. I couldn't drive.
Yeah.
And so I think we did come back late that year for a race or two in Hagerstown.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really remember because I remember Jason Walls.
Mm-hmm.
Made a decal that says I'm back with a spoiler.
Yeah, okay.
I remember putting
Yeah,
that
right,
on.
right.
And then we just took off and then started racing again like normal.
This is building strength,
Yeah.
as it goes on.
Yep.
But what a freaking chain of events.
Yeah, it was a very, very
Emotional.
weird deal. Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Roller coaster ride.
Have you ever thought you were going to lose your arm?
Wow.
Have you ever? You
Me doing stupid stuff, yeah.
Well, yeah, you've had your share of stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you. Now, let's get to you, okay? Here, Fred, what we got signed in here?
Okay,
I bet
we
you've
have
got a big fan club.
Whitney Myers.
Whitney Myers. Whitley.
Whitley, oh yeah, Whitley.
Oh, I said Whitney. Oh, okay. I'm
And,
sorry.
She said, Frieses are her favorite racers, and we have Sue Walls.
Sue Walls. Freeze fan. Did I get it? Do you know that song?
Too young.
Isn't that crazy though? I know, how you thinking that song was like yesterday? Freeze. I don't know. Okay, so let's get jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You like hearing me scream and yell on the microphone up the Path Valley.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
like it? I'm getting into it. I'm revving it up.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's what I always say. If you can't get excited to that, you must be huffing glue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the bottom was all.
Yeah.
You come to the racing to get stoked up. You know,
Yeah.
you ain't playing Candy Crush. You ain't looking at Tinder. You're not on Facebook. You're watching the dirt. You know what I mean? Okay. So you're making it happen now. At the ripe age of when that started. So you're 24 now. You're going to be 24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when was Kelby? Kelby, here's the rate. Let's see what you want to do.
Probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
Pat kind of hinted to us that he kind of wanted to get back into racing and everything, and he talked about these legends and stuff. So,
Yeah.
So me, Colton, and Dalton, which is his older brother,
Okay.
kind of we were like looking them up, and we're like, oh man, these things,
Yeah, look cool.
yeah,
Right.
we're gonna have some fun with this.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, obviously we're all related, so I mean, we're all talking, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you out if you pass me.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's,
What the hell did I do? We go buy 2 new cars.
There you go. That way they can cut their teeth on 2 brand new vehicles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the most. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here you go. Where are you going to race? Where do you start this whole thing?
I think our first race was Lincoln.
Okay.
Because
Went to Bath Valley and practiced.
Yeah, we ran
Practice, okay.
At Path Valley. I couldn't
You cold.
get the car to go forward.
What's it? Are they late model? What's in them? Direct drives?
No,
No, it's a crunch
it's
narrative.
like a manual transmission on this.
What do you want to say?
It's just back.
Okay.
It's one
But
forward, all the rest back. It's a motorcycle engine. So
okay.
it's kind of like one down, all the
But
rest.
it's got a clutch. I mean.
Okay. So I didn't know if it was direct drive.
Yeah, I couldn't get
He had a hell of a time getting out of pit.
Yeah, I couldn't get it going.
I tell you, Bob's telling how it is.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. Bob ain't pulling no bullshit. You know what I mean? Bob says he had a hell of a time, you know. I mean, he had a hell of a time, you know. Okay. So now you're going.
Yeah.
Take me there. You're going.
So we're finally going,
And you're like, oh my God, this is just
and
gonna
so we're just kind of like warming up our tires type deal, and just like kind of messing
You got to do
around,
it because everybody does it.
Yeah,
most
yeah.
people, you know what I mean? A good burnout on the top lip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just kind of mess around, just kind of get a somewhat feel for it and everything. So we start going around. I think Colton spun out, and then I'm laughing at him and everything. Well, about 10 laps later, I spin out. But like we're just having fun. We were thinking we were doing pretty good until we actually got to the races.
Yeah, then it changed. Didn't it?
Yeah.
There's people in the stands. There's other
Yeah.
cars on the track. Everybody's watching. It all changes.
Yeah, we're like, yo, man, we're actually
Yeah.
doing pretty good at this. We only spun out like twice.
It's right. It's like going to a swingers club. You never quite been to one of them. So okay. Look at her out there sitting in the stands. She's so far away.
Big crowd tonight.
She
Like
had,
the back row?
yeah, she's a back row, and I'm glad she's here. You know what I'm saying? It's such a strange occurrence of life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, and we digress. We're sorry. Okay, so back at it here. You're having fun. You know,
Yeah.
Hap's in there like, oh my God. You know,
Yeah,
you're out
yeah.
there. Okay.
That's why you're bold.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to answer that. You know.
Our
I mean,
kids stressed them out.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you go now. It's go time. It's race time. You're going to go race. No more practice. We're going to race.
So we go out for warm-ups, obviously, like, we were pretty slow.
Well, okay.
First
Yeah.
race and everything, so we go
Right.
out for warm-ups, and in the series then, if you're a rookie driver, you had to start in the back for 5 races.
Okay.
So you learn
yeah,
not to take
yeah.
everybody out and everything like that.
Right,
So
right.
We go out there, I did finish last.
Okay, but you finished.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
the big point was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good laps.
Lap time.
Yep, and then we're both in the B main. Colton, I remember hearing over the radio, Colton spun out twice, so he told him to get off the track.
He hit the magical number,
So-
didn't he?
yeah, so I'm-
Yeah, we've all been there, trust me.
Yeah. So I'm dying laughing in the car, even though I'm still running laps.
The guy's laughing. That's awesome.
And right before the race, Dan's like, "You just need to send it in there wide open."
How many
Just send it in there wide
We're
open.
gonna throw time out the field on that because I've raced a while, you know. And I love it. And I did the same thing. What do you think I ought to do? You know, I'm trying to just send her in wide open. And it's like, oh yeah, what about everything in between? You know? Yeah. Okay. So you send her in. Do you send it in?
Oh yeah, I
He
sent
sent
her
her
in. And I had a guy above me. I tried to do a old Hollywood move, do a little slide job. Let's just say it didn't work.
Son, you're never going to do a Hollywood movie, okay? Because Hollywood's Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
now, the season.
Uh,
Okay, so you tried that?
Yeah, I threw it in there real hard to pass the car and everything, and actually sent him
Flying.
to the moon.
Did it? Pushed him up cross track.
Yeah, he hit the wall.
He was
man.
mad. He was, oh, was he? He was mad.
He was pretty bad.
Not-
But I don't blame him though.
Yeah, well, that's tough. So you were probably like, you've been on both ends of that, right? Back in the old bed. Yeah, right,
Yeah,
okay.
so I went and apologized there.
Oh, very, very nice. Okay, so you didn't try to burn his trailer down. You didn't
No,
try to
no,
place.
it's like
Okay,
sorry.
right, that's the stuff that I'm going to digress. That is the bullshit that gets played over and over on Facebook. Hey, look at this! It's so and so raceway this weekend. You sons of bitch! Oh. And people look at that in today's world when there's a lot of choices of things to do. Well, what the hell? I want to go. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So there you go. That stuff needs to stop. It happens. There's a time and a place for it, but they just share this stuff. Okay, so go ahead. You apologize. Did he take it okay?
Not for the first probably like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
When we came off the track.
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, he was-
How long of a thing was this?
He was pretty angry. I was
Okay.
like, hey, like, I'm sorry, I'm a rookie. Like,
Was his car kind of rough?
oh yeah, it was pretty.
It was just, yeah, a little geometry in the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he come around.
Yeah, so like I was like, Dad's like, hey, whatever, come back Tuesday. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
whatever.
you tried.
Yeah.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
You did the right thing.
So then like,
He comes back with a black. I told him that. Yeah, that's where you had to get ready to sneak in on it. Bob, was you here for this too? For this event, this cleanup event? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you walk back, right?
yeah, so like he finally came over and he just kind of was like, hey, sorry for the way I acted
Okay.
and everything. And I was like, hey, like, I'm here to learn and everything. Like,
Was he in your age bracket? Or?
no, he was an older guy.
Oh, so you pissed off an older fella.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I was told to respect my elders.
Well, okay. Yeah. Right. I got you. So, you kind of worked it out then.
Yeah. And then after that, like, we'd see each other in the pits and stuff, and we'd talk.
And he'd go like this. And you'd be like, I told him my car. No, okay,
Yeah.
so, right.
Yeah,
Lead first.
Yeah.
I told people we got a short fuse.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you end up having a race with this guy.
Yeah.
Or-
We kind of, I don't want to say became buddies, but like, we were kind of,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
he'd see us, we'd wait, we'd
Right,
talk, like,
right, yeah.
while we're walking up to the track,
It
and on
happens.
the track and
I mean,
everything.
we all been there. I
Yeah.
mean, we all tore shit up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
All right, still
Yeah.
do.
So, right, exactly. It happens, you know?
Yeah, and then we just kind of joked about it from there on out.
Okay,
I
okay.
haven't seen him the past, the past year or so.
Well, he couldn't afford to race because of what you did. That's you eliminated
Yeah,
him
yeah.
out of the picture, you know?
Yeah.
Now, okay. Fred, what do you got?
Okay, we have, let me get down here where I can see a little better. Deanna Ocker, she's at
Okay.
Frieses, or
Oh, that's you.
She
Okay.
worked for the.
Oh, very nice.
You have her mom and dad's two.
It's my mom and dad.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And we have Dustin Slavens from
Hammer Down, baby, right there. It's got the new place going on 16. Hammer Down, notary, trailers, Jeeps, you name it. Who was the last person after Slavens?
That was it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still a good bit. That's a lot. That's a good bit. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, now, here we go. So you're 2 years into this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you won,
Nope.
you're getting close.
Nope.
See, this is what it's about, guys, honestly, right here. You know what I'm saying? This kid, I might be talking to the next guy that makes it big and something. Seriously, because he's got a good attitude, he's good natured. I can sense that, you know? And wow, so you had some good runs.
Yeah.
I've
had
seen
some
your
good
runs when he said
Linda's, that was probably my best. 6.
Okay.
6 and a 7.
Okay.
Uh,
And you're running what number?
well,
I get confused on this.
Well, here's why.
so I was running the 21 car that Dad wanted.
That's right.
And Dad was running the 12, the one I'm running now.
Okay.
So I'm running 12.
You're 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've had a bunch of kind of problems with the car. Like Dad didn't really like it because it drives a Legend like a late model. So it's
We're going to digress a second, okay? I got to be honest. Like, when you're throwing that in there, I was watching from the deck out there, and it's completely bad, and it's dog, and it's getting it, man. I'm like, that's what you need to do right there. Okay, so go ahead.
So he's like, man, I can't figure. I was like, all right, tired of you complaining. You drive my car. I'll drive.
Ah, okay.
So naturally, the coupe and the sedan.
Yeah.
The coupe is more free. So
So it's a freed up car.
yeah. And
To
then
me,
the
a freed up
sedan-
car is easier to drive.
Yeah, and then a sedan is kind of like more traction, tighter,
Got it.
stuff like that. And obviously, for an unexperienced driver, that's going to be better. For,
Well, sure,
for
tighter
me
race car.
versus a. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, he's going to be like he
Yeah.
was, you know what I mean? Because that's a loose race car gives you a lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
So, first race, we switched. We were up at Clinton County.
Clinton County,
Yeah.
PA. Good deal.
So, go out for warm ups. I was like, man, like, I'm pretty good. Like, I think that time's like 5th or 6th that night. Oh,
Good
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
pumped.
so he was pumped up.
Yeah, and I think but I started back in the heat and drew a
Okay.
land pill. And 2 laps in, I went from 8th to 6th to 3rd to flip.
No, let me run this again. I'm following you on the line, racing 8 to 6.
Yeah.
So you're going up.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're going forward.
Moving up, and then this guy was running third, like third or fourth or something like that. And I was like, well, heck, I'm tired of following these guys. I'm going around the top. So I go around the top, and he just kind of kept on coming.
I did see this wreck. Yes, on the Facebook.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah, that was me.
Okay. You're here.
Yeah.
For the love of God, you made it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you were okay.
Yeah, I was fine.
Feelings hurt.
Yeah, I was upset because I knew I had a good car and
Yeah,
everything like that.
sure.
I was
It was
fine.
ugly. It was ugly.
I'm sure you guys you were
I was standing there watching a lot. Mine,
okay. Okay. And Bob, you were there.
Oh my God.
So that obviously makes you.
Yeah.
It was,
Okay.
I was scared.
Yeah, so obviously Dad's like, hey, you alright? Pat, sorry, Pat, but he gets a little emotional. I'm so sorry for getting you in the race, and he's going on.
Bob, you never have to say that to me. And however you want to work a deal out, you'll never have to say that to me. Okay.
Whether you're rolling, winning or rolling.
Yes, I'm good. Okay, so you were probably like emotional a little bit in your mind. You know what I
So
mean?
they took me on a neck brace and everything
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So I get in the ambulance. Pat comes in. He goes, someone needs to call Michelle. That's my
That's
mom.
your mom. Okay.
And I said, absolutely not.
No
one's
mom
calling
call.
mom.
Okay.
No one's calling mom. So I basically got to the hospital, checked everything out. They said I was good.
Nurses.
It was ugly.
Oh yeah, they were pretty good.
Very nice. Very nice.
So then I finally text my mom. Well, I call her, and she's like, "Oh, how'd the races go?" I was like, "Well, I just tipped my car."
You tipped it over.
Yeah.
Okay, you tipped it.
Yeah, I just tipped it on my side in precaution.
Right,
I was
right,
like,
right.
They had to take me in the ambulance.
Yeah. Protocol.
Yeah, protocol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. You were trying to maintain
Yeah.
the level of.
Yeah, so then Whitley, my sister,
Your
after I
sister?
got off the phone,
Okay.
my mom, she called and she was like, "Okay, what the hell actually happened?"
Ah.
I was like, "Oh, I flipped like six,
Yeah,
7 times."
this wasn't good. This wasn't good. This wasn't good. Yeah, what the? Yeah, like a turtle, like rolling over on a shell. Okay.
So my buddy Logan was there, and they went to the hospital with me. I wouldn't let Dad go because he was doing good in points and everything like that. And he had
You wanted him to hold the race.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted him to win.
Yeah. Did you feel like you were seriously injured, or you?
No.
You knew at that point it was
Yeah, I was like-
routine. Like you weren't
Yeah,
like
I got
him, like.
all my limbs.
I mean, literally, I have all my limbs. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy over here is
Yeah.
thinking about, not being able to play ping pong in his life. You know what I mean? That's a hell of a thing.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
I remember that. That rocked everybody. Everybody was like, no way.
Yeah.
Like that.
The body flew off of it.
Right. Of his car. Yeah, that's the one that they kept showing, how the body disengaged,
Yeah.
separated from the chassis.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. The one picture that the guy got me flipping. So I always have a cross on my dash.
Yeah.
And you can see the cross.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
That's
it
thank
was
you
pretty
for-
cool,
That's
yeah.
cool. That is cool. God bless. Good deal.
But the best part about that night, my buddies Logan and Brandon, they didn't bring my clothes.
What do you mean?
Like, 'cause I was in my race suit.
Did you just wear it out on the track?
Well, no, I had my clothes in the trailer.
Oh, they didn't bring him to the hospital.
Yeah,
Right.
to the hospital.
Well, you did it now inside you that. Hell, he used to go to restaurants with these drivers. Yeah, you see him sitting there, goddamn, they're stroking race. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they had to take off my suit and everything to do the x-rays and everything. So all I had was my gown and my boxers on. So we go to the
Keep
rudders.
this and rated.
Yeah. So we go to the the rudders in Port Royal.
Yeah,
So we're there. I'm walking around in my gown and boxers
That's it.
getting food.
that's all you got because you don't have any clothes.
Yeah.
That's what Austin just said.
Yeah,
That's where
yeah.
he said, tell about that.
Yeah, so we see Austin comes in, the guy's setting up her car, and I'm there.
The bellboy.
Yeah, bellboy, yeah. So I'm sitting there eating, like, this wrist was like messed up, and I'm eating, and he's like, who the hell is that goofball?
He didn't even know who you were.
Yeah, he was like, who the hell is that goofball?
He probably thought you were out from the state hospital or something. Like,
Yeah.
look at this guy, you
Yeah,
know?
ran from the psych ward.
Right. Wow, you said it, I did. Fred Scrub. So okay, so there you what happened? When did you go racing again after that?
So
Oh, listen. Huh. Can you feel that? Mr. Friese, please hand me the
you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's Mark the Shark's Weekly Bite, baby, coming at you. Oh, yeah, you're going to hold, everybody sits here, hold sign. Mark the Shark, Mark Stahl, cuts hair. And he was a pioneer of websites in the 90s, when websites weren't really, you just didn't get them like now. He was cooldirt.com. It was with 4M, it was with them other couple I can't remember. And that's where you got, like that was the most form of where you got stuff. That was in its infancy. Mark's a walking encyclopedia for statistics. He can't cut hair worth a damn. Okay? Clearly, look at mine. No, I'm just teasing. He does a really good
He
job.
just walks around the damn chair.
He does. Sometimes he's talking and then even, I'm like, what the hell, But no, Mark's a hell of a guy. So I always have some stats. And I thought you'd like this too. You're just going to have to be patient. Okay? I like this guy. He seems like a good kid.
He is.
He's quiet sometimes. Sometimes.
You want to come down here? No, don't come down here. I'm not responsible for that. Now, Mark takes us back. You ready for this? Mark the Shark, ladies and gentlemen, the Weekly Bite. Now, people in the staging area, pay attention, okay? Okay, so this is the year of 1988, okay? 1988. Now, wow, you don't even remember, you weren't even born in 1988, okay? So in 1988, I'm just trying to look here and see just how damn old. I was 12. I was 12 years old. And in 1988, if you remember George Bush, H.W. Bush was president, right? And spiked hair, rolled up jeans was the big thing, okay? Racing was very strong over here at the hub, okay? The United States set a record for herpes that year, okay? There was over 12 million reported cases, okay, in 1988, okay? People, I'm just giving you the facts.
Yeah.
Real, 12 million. It's a lot. Now, 1988, late models, there was 31 features. Supers, 31 features, that's what they ran. It's at Hagerstown Speedway.
Yep.
This is all Hagerstown, okay? 11 different winners, so we had repeaters in there, okay? And we had Stuhler, he had 10 wins that year. Yep. Rodney, the Virginia Leadfoot baby, God rest him, okay? He had 7. But their top 10s were nuts. They were 16 and 18.
Yeah.
Then they were in top 5. They were in the top 5. 85% of the time they ran. Yeah. Now, Tom Peck had 3 wins that year. The Juice. The Juice had 2. Okay, Davy Jones. I was going to say Davy Jones. Oh, yeah. Davy, you don't know Davy Jones, do you? Okay, we'll work on that. Nathan in the 1MD did not win a race, but he had 15 top 5s. But here's the thing. It was enough points that squeaked him that year. He won the championship in the 1MD. Okay, the Mo Defano owned race car. Okay, good. You know Nathan, big cat. Yeah, that's good. 105 different drivers competed that year in the supers. Different drivers. Like that's amazing.
Was Jeff Robinson racing then?
Jeff was. Yes, he did not have a win that year, but he was racing. Now, the late model sportsmen. Here we go. They had 20 features with 6 different winners. Repeaters in that. Nothing uncommon there. Wayne Walls Jr. had 10. Okay? God rest Wayne. He's gone. Here's one. Robbie Garlock. 4. Okay, the Garlocks, what you see there now, that's no yesterday. That's a long. Athertons, Garlocks have been around the game for a long time. Okay? Marvin had 2 that year. Doug had 2. And there were 53 different drivers that appeared at least once over that speedway. Okay. Now let's put a little card. You like this? Mm-hmm. Somebody in the stands tried to get this card and write graffiti on it, and we know who she is, and she's getting frisking down right now. Yeah. We'll talk about it later. Some people just don't get it. Do they, Bob?
They just don't get it.
They don't understand. I tell you, Bob, you're in a hell of a predicament.
They just don't get it.
They don't get it.
Crazy, you can lead them to water and they won't.
Yeah, they won't drink. I know. You're like, drink right here. And they're like, no, I want you to buy it for me. No. I hit that down, didn't I? Oh, yeah, right on. Okay, Daredevils, because that's what it was called. Here's also Daredevils, correct? Okay, they ran 21 features. They only had four different winners. Here we go. Scott Andrews had 11 wins that year in them Daredevils. Okay, Brad Houck.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about Brad Houck. Okay, he's run a lot of stuff. Heston, Cumberland, Roger Brown when Roger was alive. Okay, Sean Pugh had 3 wins in the Daredevils. Okay. Then I think Stevie Thompson had 1 win. I didn't recognize that real team. Stevie Thompson. Yeah, I just didn't pick up on
Sorry,
it.
I don't either,
This
Yeah.
is Thompson's up there around the Clear Spring Barrels.
But
The
I think
funeral
that
home
I think that
people
was-
and.
I think that was Tommy's brothers.
Now, Roadrunners, okay, Roadrunners had 22 features, 6 different winners. Richard Walls ran 9. Brad Ums, okay. Everybody thinks Brad just ran Winchester because he's like, no, Brad was up running. He ran 1-5. Andy Friese, freestyle, baby, okay, 4. Daryl Burkholder, we talked about him tonight. He had 2 in there. Travis Beaver and Jerry Miller each had 1, okay. Now, that year also brought something for the first time. And no, it wasn't another STD, okay? World of Outlaws, okay, late models. That was their first year, 1988. Their second race ever was at Hagerstown. And I was thrown on this, and I know why. Because the Stars, Rodney Franklin, won the first ever Stars race. The first World of Outlaw race was won by Les Herring.
Virginia.
Les Herring.
At Hagerstown.
At Hagerstown, yep, at Hagerstown. Les Herring won the first World of Outlaw late model race that they ever had, which the second for any World Outlaw was at Hagerstown.
Okay.
Yep. And then I love these facts. Mark's great at this. I love looking at this. This is awesome. Look, The Weekly Bite, you get it? The shark, you got it, didn't you? The Don. Do you know that movie, Jaws?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The clean version. Okay, good. Your dad's probably like, this guy's out of control. Yeah, easy in the audience, please. Cut her off, please. We have a person that comes around with alcohol and stuff, and she's clearly intoxicated. So, thank you. Here we go. Connie Kajig 100 that year. That was a true 100, right?
Yeah.
100 laps. That was Tom Peck. Yeah. Hillbilly. This was good. The Hillbilly. The Hub City was the Juice. Davy Johnson. Johnson, we know, there's a picture up there. All the girls with the big puffy blonde hair. He was like the international play guy. You know, he was. The Juice was. And and we know the Juice's father-in-law, he's the father-in-law of Mason Ziegler. Okay? And they own a towing business, which, ignorant as I was back in the day, I thought they towed cars. No, it's tugboats.
Yeah, right.
Tugboats. And there must be money in tugboats.
Up down Mississippi.
Yeah, we're working on it right now, right back at our crib. You know, when these kids get hung up and stuff, them fish you catch are huge. We'll tug them out. Now, okay, here we go. First year of the Oktoberfest. That was the very first year of the Oktoberfest, 1988. Yep, and then the winner of that was Gary Stoller.
Yeah.
Last thing I have, your champions that year in 88. Late models was Nathan Durbrow, God bless. Limited late model sportsmen, Wade Walls Jr., God bless. Roadrunner, Richard Walls. Daredevil, Scott Andrews. So 2 of them guys probably start with us to this day right there. And they, Wayne, their family still raised Wayne, you know. But no, that's a little bit of Mark the Shark right there. That's good stuff. Mark the Shark gives me more stuff. I don't know like the herpes thing? What the hell? You know?
Tommy, that Thompson guy, that was Tommy's son. That was Jeff's brother. Because Tommy was on a car for years.
There you go.
Tommy's
Fred
brother.
saw it.
I'm pretty sure that's who that was.
You know this guy dresses up as a chicken? Have you seen that Halloween thing?
I
He's
have
famous.
seen it.
Bob, he's famous.
Damn famous.
He's like Bob, damn famous. Yes, damn famous, isn't he? Now, you put something on Facebook that I thought was really cool, man. I can tell this guy over here is probably like your hero. You know what I mean? Seriously. And you put, my dad's pretty badass.
Yeah.
You did. And I thought, I knew that already. You don't have to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? He's Hollywood, okay? He's Hollywood. You know what I mean? And he said, you went on to say what he accomplished this year. The guy had 4 wins, okay? He had 16 top 5s, okay? He had 24 top 10s. That's wow. And then he's the champion for the Central PA Legends, right? And then he got the point. You were half the point man of Pat Valley, okay? And then Linda's, you were the champ.
Yeah, I think Jeremy might have beat me there. I'm not
At
sure.
Linda's? Not at Linda's. Who won both times?
Jeremy got it. I thought Jeremy.
No,
I'm
Jeremy beat you at Lincoln.
No, it's like,
Because he won Lincoln.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the same Jeremy Otto run the Thunder cars, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. In the 46, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one racing Dad back and forth.
Back and forth, but Hollywood, he owned a company. Hollywood parked it. I was stoked. I was like, trying to get down there, and this girl kept me like, you know what I mean? Do you remember me? You know, and I'm like, hey, whoa. Yeah, I'm like, I'm on the clock. I can't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, give me the microphone. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Golf cart.
Yeah, exactly. I was in my golf cart. Yes, that's exactly right. Got to get to my cart. I don't have time for this. Now, it says here, you're third in the national innings. Innings. Is that how you say? I'm sorry. Innings? Innings? Does that stand for something, or is that just what it's...
It does stand for something, and I'm not sure.
Okay, the international something.
Austin may comment it in the comment.
Okay, do you
probably
think
knows
he?
it.
Okay,
He probably
okay,
knows it.
okay. That's a hell of an accomplishment. Like, you're
Yeah.
not. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, no, well, thank you. Yes, and we have the national points ended the end of September.
Yeah.
And so next weekend, actually Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 9th, 10th, 11th, we have our national race down in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Which we'll be going to.
Okay, so you all of you, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, all the races. So,
All the races.
I have a chance to, I don't think I can beat the guy that's leading the points.
Right.
But with a good run, we could be second.
You can be second pretty darn quick. Okay. Wow.
So it's
Okay.
a chance for that.
Oh wow.
INX, short for inexpensive racing.
No.
Oh, shit.
Inexpensive racing.
I don't even know anything that exists.
My damn popcorn.
Yeah, that's like saying drums are free. You know what I'm saying?
My damn popcorn or something like that.
Exactly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was brought to you by a good friend of mine from many years ago, the Miss Stacy Woodring. Okay, I knew her as Miss Stacy Helfrich. Okay, yes, and we go back many ways. She was the lady that was kind of like attacking me in Victory Lane. You know what I'm saying? That was her.
I know who she was. I didn't know.
I know. I kept looking at you like, Devin, do you know her? And you're like, I don't know, Tom. You know, and I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't care about her. You know what I mean? I was like, Hollywood, 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 Hollywood. You know, but no, it was all good. It was all good thing. You were in Victory Lane there, right?
Yep.
You made the journey down?
Yep.
Okay. Pretty stoked. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to get there, too.
Hopefully soon.
No, you are, man. Seriously. It's just like, look.
It's an experience, you know.
Oh, my God.
Those things are hard to
Yeah.
do. They really are.
The store was in one, and he said it was,
Yeah.
it was pretty
It's a
difficult.
different animal, that's for sure.
Well, here's the thing, man. I think with any racing, there is so little of a percentage of people that get behind the wheel of stuff and they turn moves like this. Okay, they are. They're your even they're even few or far between there. That you gotta just run and listen. When you get to practice, here's the thing: you can go to practice, right? BAPS has it. All these places have it. But why? This is why we run Speed Week as a limited, because you need simulation under real load with real things happening. I'm sorry, it only makes you better.
Yep.
And I think I don't know about you or you, but I'm sure I do. But I'm sure that someone says, this happened, this, and this. But to you actually go through it, and it happens to you, and you see really how it works, it doesn't register 100%. You know what I mean? How I think. And now, looking at your success, it's been awful. That was a Freudian slip. I meant to say awesome. Okay, I'm still thinking about that incident at Victory Lane. It was awful. You know, Jesus had scarred me forever. And then she's here. And then she rolls in my damn studio. But anyways, yeah, whatever. But no, your experiences, what you've done, and let's talk about like the UFO. That was a big deal then, man. The Max Series. You're out there with them.
Yeah, we did, and I was number one to race local for points. You know, I feel like I cut my teeth at Hagerstown. I was always my home track.
Sure.
You know, it's 25 minutes away from our shop, so it worked and been there. But we only ran. Like, I remember our rookie year in Lake Walls, we won a race or two. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And then we kind of jumped around locally that second year. You know, the Hagerstown, the Winchesters, the Fort Royals, stuff, you know, Bedford, stuff like
Regional.
that. Yeah, and then like my third year is when we went out on a race.
Well, you're going out in Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, because that was big stuff. That was big Max stuff. Ohio
Yeah.
and this way coming in. Yeah.
And
West Virginia?
We did
Sure.
that, and then we were, we got our butts kicked plenty of times, trust me, but.
Yeah, but then you were against the best.
Yeah, we were, and at that time, there was, Chubb would come down and run some
Right.
races, Mike Bazzano,
Yeah.
Bobby Blair, all these
Yeah.
guys were there.
No slouches.
Jason Cover,
Yeah.
it was just a good group of cars.
And now and then, them races, when there wasn't something going on super out there,
Yeah.
oh, is that Eckert?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
get
Oh, yeah.
floating in to
Yeah.
catch an off night or something like that with you
Absolutely.
guys.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow.
And I think we did that 3 years, like we were, I think we had a 4th, 5th, and 6th place in points
Yeah.
those years. And then we did follow that IRS deal for a while.
Yeah.
We won a big race out at Elkins.
That's just-
Some
yes.
guys win out there.
Yep.
And then 2011, we did the UFO deal. We won that championship. And then they kind of, the next year or two, they had a real small schedule, so we didn't follow them.
Okay.
And then they came back out in 2015. And we followed it again. We won that championship that year also.
We won that up at Heston, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, so you won.
That was the 2011.
Okay, do you remember helping your dad?
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess when you stopped late model, let's look at the time. This is what I've been trying to figure out. So when you said I'm done running late models, racing, but how old was this guy, you think?
That was in 2017. So it would have been 6 years ago. So he'd have been 16, 17.
Okay, so you were going then
Oh.
to the that's what I mean.
That's all he knew.
That's all he-
raced.
okay.
He was born or
Okay,
raised.
so you were doing it. Okay, I got
Our
you.
last race was up in Cumberland, Maryland.
Yep.
Okay.
17.
Okay, okay. And let me ask you, if I may, and I'm sure you've probably told us 100 times, what brought you into that? Hey, I think I'm gonna.
Actually, I was probably 2 or 3 years away from saying, okay, I had enough.
Yeah.
But in 2017, Kelly, at that time, was my fiance that passed away very unexpectedly.
Yes, I remember that. God bless you.
Yeah, no, thank you, I appreciate that. That was in July of 17.
Uh-huh.
And we took a month or so off there where we didn't race, just for me to get,
Sure. Well, there's a lot to process.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So it was so sudden and so
Yeah.
unexpected. And then we went back and finished a year out, and we got done towards the end of that year. We had a couple races left, and I remember going to Dan and just saying, "Dad, I think I'm done."
Yeah.
It was just a struggle for me to get to the racetrack. and
Yeah,
work on the car.
right.
I just didn't have it in me. Like physically,
Right.
I was just,
Yep.
I was just burned.
Just play it out.
Yeah, and he said, well, I remember, Dad said, well, think about it, he said, we'll just let things sit here until after the holidays and
Yeah.
make a decision after that and go from there. And we did that, and like January that year, and I said, I think I'm done, Dad,
Yeah.
so I just didn't have it.
Just didn't make nothing change from then to then.
Yeah,
Just-
and so then we sold out, and like I said, early 18, I believe, and
Yeah.
sold everything out, and then we didn't do anything there for a couple of years, and then he decided to get the grandkids into these legends, and then the first year they all get hurt, and I get back.
And Hollywood's back. Hollywood just rolls back in. I love it. I don't want Hollywood. You got to watch it. Wow. So let me ask you this. What do you want to come out of this? Like, do you want to move along in other classes as time goes?
Oh, I'd love to eventually
Yeah.
race in like a super late model.
Yeah.
And, like obviously win an outlaw championship someday and all that.
No shit.
But I mean, that's probably everybody's dream though. But no, even just
That's
like,
good. That's nothing wrong with
yeah, even just eventually having the opportunity
Yeah.
to race one.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you continue to hone your skills.
Mhm.
You guys are vested in this, okay? And that's a plus. And wow. Now, what do you help this guy in what you help drive the bus?
Mhm.
So your time, the cars are kept.
Still
At the racetrack.
late.
Yep.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, and so do you like working on cars?
Mhm.
That's good. That's really good. No, seriously, that's good. I really commend that. So many times we see, and I'm sorry, but call a spade, but we see, somebody putting money out, and we see the guys, you ought to be over there busting your ass working on it. You know what I mean? Bottom line. And you do work on it. You wash the damn thing too, don't you? Say yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Not a good boy. You're already a race car. You passed the first question of a race car. You only say yes when you're asked something to that magnitude. Okay? But no, you're involved.
Yeah.
You understand how to I'm sure you understand more how the geometry of those cars.
Yeah, obviously learning from Dan in the late model days and
Yeah.
stuff. Him and guy that used to help us, Mike Price,
Okay.
and everything. Learning off them too, and Austin teaching me all about these legend cars and everything. I mean, heck, Austin can tell you. I probably call him 3 times a week. Just hey, what about this one? He goes, no, it's dumb. All right, I won't do it.
Okay. But you're thinking though.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
awesome thing. You're thinking though. Okay. Good for you. And you're leaving the girls be. And you're
somewhat,
we're focusing on somewhat. Now we went from none to somewhat. You changed. Okay. There was a change 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like the what now? Okay. That's refreshing to hear, bud. I really like that. And now also too, Colton. His car's there, so he's coming over, and he's involved. He's working a good bit in his car, and so that's cool. A lot of times you probably overlap. You're there at the same time. Okay.
We're all in the same shop.
Okay, Bob. Now, Bob, how often are you down in that shop? A lot.
A lot.
Okay, good.
Not as much as I should be, but
Right, that's exactly
I
right.
mostly clean up after they leave.
Oh, okay. Wow. And now, do you think you're going to get back in one of these big body late model looking?
I don't think so, no.
Well, somebody said running a couple times.
I had some offers over the years.
Yeah.
People to think it would take the right deal for me to do this.
Oh, I understand. And then probably we could ask, we talk about that at a different audience level.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Now I got you there.
Yeah, but as far as going out like binary.
No, I know, but if somebody said, hey, you know what, throw a seat in this thing and let's burn 5 or 6 races for me. You know what I mean?
I'd probably do it.
Go have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd probably do
Yeah,
it.
go have fun. What do you think of that? And then you're gonna be like, I want to have some fun. You know what I mean? And then Pat,
Oh, I tell Dad all the time, like let's just sell all these legends. Let's just get a late model. Let's just go back.
oh, I'm sure that probably gets brought up. What's our brain? Likes late models?
Oh yeah. All the time.
Once a week, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I still have some late model wheels and tires up there already now.
Dude, I think you got him already.
Yeah, pass up.
Yeah. Now,
I see the
you
dad.
remember that thing you said about asking your mom and she
Yeah,
said,
right.
your daddy ain't never lied to you?
Right.
Okay, so you study that. That's a whole evolution. You study on that, okay? That's awesome. Well, I tell you, man, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Friese Racing, okay? We have Bob Friese here, the patriarch per se. He was strapped in a race car himself. He's fielding these cars. You know, they had a wonderful business. I mean, God only knows how many kids you've hauled to school over the years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Literally. We have Hollywood, Devin Friese here. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job. He's, in what he's done with the late models. It's phenomenal, And they're a classy operation. They're nice equipment. We got the build-up's coming over here, right? Look at him. He's like sitting there going like this. Oh, what's he gonna say about me? Now we have this young man here that I can tell is into it. I can sense that. I think racers can sense that amongst each other. And I think that you want to go more. You're into it. You like it. Clearly, that little tip over that you had didn't cause any issues. You're over that, right? Yeah, you're back, whatever. And it sounds like you like it getting out there. Like you're starting to get quicker.
Yeah.
It does. It becomes, you got to get confidence. That's the bottom line. You've got to
The
get
goal
confidence.
is to beat Dad before you retire.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you. Watch this. Now, son. Now, son. There's some things in life that just can't happen.
It just don't work.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen. But wow. But I love watching you guys. I think there was occasionally a couple of weeks ago I had Friese and Friese. And on the track there one time. Yeah. I remember that. I was like, oh my God, they're Friese. That's what I told everybody up there.
One race
Yeah.
it was freeze, hot freeze, and then it was back and forth.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Up there at Pat Valley the other week, Colton was third in that race.
Yeah.
He run over that lap car.
Yes, he did. I said that. I said, oh, what a break for him.
He was third. He wasn't going to win, but he was third, and then his own 3 laps go in the cotton picking race.
Yeah, oh yeah.
When he bumped
Oh,
that
yeah.
car, spun out.
All I know is that night, obviously you're up front, but when I had to work the little radio thing, that was great. You're on the point, Hollywood. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. That was Top Gun.
That was you at the time.
Oh yeah, it was me. That was Top Gun. Hollywood, you call the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome, dude. See, I need to work that thing too. I have a blast. Oh, it'd be a blast. Well, I tell you guys, I really appreciate you making the trip down here. Okay,
Appreciate
I could
it.
talk to you guys for hours, man. There's just so much stuff, to reminisce. And And that's why we do this, people, is because we want to give people the opportunity to hear about this stuff. These are foundations right here. Foundations, okay? And this guy right here, he's coming up with it too, you know? He's got good things going on. And your cousin has good things going on, okay? Does he want to do the late model thing too?
Probably.
Probably most likely. There you go, Bob. Bob, I don't think you're retiring anytime soon. Yeah. But I tell you, it's wonderful to have you on here. Always a pleasure to talk to you. And we totally did that. You come on the pre-race show, which was awesome. I said, give me Hollywood, you know, and there you were.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you dumped it.
Well, it's what, you know, I've always, look, when I was his age and even when we were little, we'd they would take us to the tracks, you know, with guys, even like your show here, that's what gets younger people to want it. You know, we want the dirt track racing to survive and grow is what we need to do.
Exactly. Thank you.
We appreciate what you're doing and your staff.
Yeah, we're out there, buddy. We're continuing to bring high energy. Elbows Up is bringing it all day long. 2024, look out.
Yep.
See you next time.
Good show.
Oh yeah.